Trying to force a game 5. Tikas has played well up to this point, but Taguig with a massive run in the end of the third quarter. Pulling them within 5 points. So right now for Taguig, it's about executing on offense. As LJ Mayo back in the fray here, back in the lineup for the Generals, along with Natividad, Fragoso, Azares, and Kabira. Meanwhile, for Tikas, Braga is still on the floor. Munoz, Santos, Francisco. And here's Bragais to the corner. Wide open 3. Oh, that's a big shot for Tikas Kapangan. Zone defense. Let's see if Taguig has adjusted in game 3. This is where they had a hard time. Cross court, Natividad. Mayo couldn't catch it cleanly. Azares, corner. Oh, there's going to be a foul. Lucky break there for Taguig. Look at this. Nobody even close. They sagged too low. It's a wide open 3. Mayo, 14 seconds on the shot clock. Out to Natividad. Gabiran. Out to Natividad again. Extra pass. Jumper. No. Rebound Natividad. Back out to Mayo. Mayo thought about it to the corner. Azares, that's the shooter. Missing. And that goes out of bounds. It hits the back. And Tikas is shooting so well from the outside tonight. Munoz bringing the ball down. Oh, that's going to be a foul on Francisco on the screen. Victoria coming in here. Francisco quickly heads to the bench here in the fourth quarter. So Taguig will get the ball back down by 8. That was a big 3 for Tikas to stop the run of Taguig. They go to Tanchoco. So shooters coming in here. Galoy kicks it out to Natividad. It's a bit of a 1-2-2 zone. Galoy shoots a 3. It's El Galoy missing. And this zone usually does wonders for Tikas Kapangan in stopping the scoring of Taguig. Three, Braga is too strong. And that sails out of bounds. Ordonez coming in for Natividad. A bit of added shooting for Taguig. 2-3 zone once again. To the corner, Tanchoco. Goes to Ordonez. Out to Mayo. Ordonez thought about it. Nice fake. One shot. Short. Rebound. Ends up with Fragoso. Nice fake. Kicks it out. Galoy can't make it. And there's going to be a foul. And it might be against Gig. It's on Fragoso holding on to Victoria. So Fragoso was called for that foul. Pulling down on Victoria. Fragoso doesn't like it, but good call by our officials. Coach Jeff Chan and Coach Luga Tumbato in a dogfight here. Look at this. Fragoso passes it. Then Galoy misses an easy floater off the back shot. And then Fragoso pulls down Victoria. Trying to pull Victoria down. For guys again. Santos, ball screen. For guys is against Galoy. They want to go to Victoria. Steal by Fragoso. And that's going to be a foul on Bragais, but not a shooting foul, so that's a good foul to stop the fast break. Would have been a blaze 3 for Fragoso. So are they saying? Oh, they're saying it's a shooting foul, so 2 shots coming here for Fragoso. The clear path foul. That's what they're saying. So they're going to take a look at it. Again, as I said, it would have been a quick fast break there for Fragoso. So let's see what the call is here. Referee still taking a look at it. So let's see. That's a foul on Bragais. So it's not 2 shots, it's just a regular foul, so it's not a clear path foul. So it's going to be sideline inbound here for the Generals, who haven't scored here in this quarter. There's only been 3 points in this quarter. It's been Tikas. And they're making sure the time is correct. 83-75. And they're fixing the shot clock here to 22 seconds. Again, only Tikas has scored in this quarter. 3 points in the first 2 minutes and 30 seconds of the fourth quarter. Ordonez slides up a 3. Again, air ball there by Taguig. And the zone defense really, as I said in game 3, that's really going to bother Coach Luga Tombato. They don't have a lot of shooters here on this squad. They used to have players like Fidel Castro who could shoot, and look at that move! Gomez makes a 2, makes it back to a 10-point game. And Taguig hasn't scored here in the fourth. Ordonez wide open. This time he doesn't shoot. Mayo. Out to Ordonez. Tanchoco shoots a 3. Again, that's really falling into the hands of Tikas, shooting those 3s. And I love how Coach Jeff waited till the fourth quarter to use this zone defense, which he knows works against this Taguig team. Santos lines it up. Santos with a triple. What a run here by Tikas. 8-0 run to start the fourth quarter. Ordonez down to Mayo. They kick it out. Galoy hesitates. Tanchoco again. Another miss. Lancer Khan and Tikas, they can use time if they want to. And look at this. Smartly using time here. They're up by 13 points. And Taguig still, again, not able to challenge this zone defense. Victoria for 3. That would have been big. Galoy gets it. This is where they need to attack. When Taguig is not set in their offense, Tanchoco makes a 3. That's a big time triple by Coco Tanchoco. Noel Santos falling into Lancer Khan. Nothing intentional there. But they needed a triple by Coco Tanchoco to to make the defense respect them. And that's our referee of the conference, Orlando Francisco. So this is the shot by Toko Tanchoco. Then on the box out, Noel Santos falls, trying to get up there.
Technical foul on Taguig Generals number 14.
So it's a technical foul on Noel Santos
for unnecessary action during the dead ball situation.
Unnecessary contact after the made shot. So that's going to be a free throw, or a free throw by Isidro. Isidro makes the free throw. That rolls in. And Natividad also coming into the game. Isidro. The closeout by Mayo. 3, Santos, he made one earlier. Makes another one! Santos on fire here in the 4th. Tikas wanting to force a Game 5. Inside. Santos. Inside layup. No. Rebound by Isidro. Ends up with Khan. Lancer Khan falls. They're pushing it. Drive inside. Good defense. Ends up with Santos. Again, Santos with another bucket. This lead is ballooned to 16. Taguig. Seems like they got hit with a haymaker right now here in the 4th. Mayo gets fouled. Will shoot 2. Santos has just been on a roll here. Being at the right place at the right time. Makes 2 shots. Look at this. This is the 3-point field goals. Tikas 10 out of 27. That includes a couple of Blaze 3s there. 7 out of 20 for Taguig. But the 3s from the outside for Tikas have just been on the mark and on time and on target. And Mayo missing a important free throw there. And the raining boost on LJ Mayo right now. Mayo missing both. And look at that. Completo couldn't secure the board. Lancer Khan forcing the issue. Natividad driving. Almost. TJ almost got to that one. There's going to be a foul. Oh, they're saying it's a goaltending. Let's see if they challenge this. But they're going to challenge this one. That's a good time to challenge if you're Coach Jeff. Oh, they're not going to challenge it. Coach Jeff was in the face of Lancer Khan. I think he wasn't happy that Lancer quickly attacked the defense when they needed to use time. And Taguig is playing in desperation mode. They don't need to be too aggressive here. They have to use as much time as possible to put on the pressure. They lean in. That's going to be 2 shots here for Jasper Manalang. Some of that, Coach Jeff. That's your mythical team player, and he's in the face of him. Of course, trying to still coach here and make him realize you have time. And we have a challenge on the floor here by Taguig Generals. So there's a challenge by Taguig on the foul on Harvey Subrabas. So let's see what the call is here. It's going to be 2 shots for Manalang if the challenge is unsuccessful. So let's see what the final call is in this one. Our referees are taking a look at it again. Closely on the monitor. There's 5:53 remaining. Past the halfway point already of the 4th quarter. Still time for Taguig to mount the comeback. But with the way Tikas has been defending, Taguig will have a lot of catching up to do. They're having a hard time with this zone defense. As I said, time and time again, has been the Achilles heel the last 3 games. So let's see what the call is. Our referee still deciding here. Our referees now at the technical table. Let's see what if the challenge would be successful.
The challenge made by Taguig Generals was successful. There was no foul on Harvey Subrabas. Retain possession.
So successful challenge. No foul, but it will be possession of Tikas Kapangan. Take a look at this drive by Manalang. Subrabas puts his hand up. And that's more of Jasper Manalang leaning into Subrabas. That's what they're saying there. The arm was just incidental. So Tikas will have to bring this in from the sideline, and they're going to fix the time again. And I think it should be at 14 seconds. So they're just fixing the time here. As you can see from our shot clock. So let's see what time here. So I think they're saying it's 7 seconds on the shot clock. Isidro will bring the ball in. A bucket here will be huge. Good defense. Santos has 3 seconds to shoot. Again, that's no recognition there by Tikas. Coach Jeff not complaining about it. Taguig swinging it to Natividad. They have a lot of catching up to do in this game. They go to Completo. And this offense is going nowhere right now. Completo leans in. Basket will draw 2 from CJ Kanya. Completo makes the first one. Much needed basket here. This is how you cut into the lead if you're Taguig. You want it at the free throw line. Second free throw doesn't fall for Completo. Ganya secures the board. Oh, turnover! Completo. Big possession here. Natividad attacks, spins, shoots. Tough shot and scores! Back to a 10-point game. Tikas has to use time, but also has to execute here. Still a couple of minutes left if you're a Tikas fan. Nothing yet set in stone in this one. Oh, ball goes back to Tikas. That's big. Manalang shoots. Can't find the bottom of the net. Here comes Taguig. A blaze 3 here will change things. Drops it off. Natividad gets it out. Azares 2. No. Completo gets fouled. Lancer Khan not agreeing with that call, but Completo, right place, right time. Penalty situation. Braga is coming in for Lancer Khan. Victoria also checking in for CJ Kanya. Completo went 1 out of 2 last time, but it was a blessing because Natividad got a 2 for a non-traditional three-point play. Completo makes the first again, makes it a single-digit game. Taguig still not out of this. Completo, 2 out of 2 this time. Full court defense now by the Generals. Bragais gets it inside to Victoria. Set it back out. Isidro with the hop step layup. Mayo slips, turns it over, gets the ball back. Subrabas, guys, baseline, corner. Nobody wants to shoot from Taguig. Subrabas, makes a big three. What a sequence. Bragais, Taguig still has 3 fouls left. They're down by just 7. Bragais breaks away, kicks it out. Manalang, 3. Oh, somebody's hurt. Natividad holding on to his right knee. The foul was on Sobrabas. Natividad still down, holding. Looks like he hurt that knee. Looks like he's gonna be okay. The foul was on Harvey Sobrabas, so the ball will stay with Tikas Kapangan. And Natividad will need to head out. Look at this drive. Ooh, back knees. There you go. That's the knee of Bragais. Looks like hitting the knee of Natividad. So Edsel Galoy will come in here for that Natividad. 7-point game. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Manalang spins, shoots, and scores! Jasper Manalang with another one. It's a big time shot for Jasper Manalang. Completo inside, extra pass. Mayo streaking inside for the layup. And there's going to be a timeout called here by Tikas Kapangan as Manalang. Beautiful move here, spinning, shooting, and scoring for Tikas Kapangan. Meanwhile, the MVP, LJ Mayo, doing his best here to try and mount a comeback for Taguig. We'll be back after a timeout. Our score is 98-91. Back to the game here as Taguig, the defending champions, trying to do their best to mount a comeback. Mayo almost a double-double for him. 20 points, 9 rebounds, 2 blocks. And they've needed every single one of those points and rebounds and blocks to try to even be in step of Tikas today. Tikas has been so sharp in this ballgame. Coach Jeff Chan prepared them so well in this one. As he's our conference MVP, LJ Mayo, showing that he is the MVP. 20 points so far, leading all scorers in this game. Manalang with 16 and Isidro with 16 on the other side for Tikas Kapangan. Meanwhile, for the Generals, 19 for Dan Natividad, who just went down with an injury that last play. Bragais against Subrabas, who has 4 fouls. Taguig not yet in the penalty. They pass it. Victoria attacks Completo. Barrels into it. It's an offensive foul on Victoria. Coach Jeff will challenge this. Great time to use his challenge here in the second half, as it's going to be a very, very crucial possession here. Taguig knocking on the door, 7-point game. Now let's see if Coach Jeff will be successful in this one. Coach Lou Gatumbato was successful in his first challenge, or in this challenge here in the second half. Tikas holding on here, up by 7, but still 2:54 remaining. That's a lifetime in basketball minutes. So they're gonna really, I'm sure they're gonna take a long time taking a look at this replay. So let's see what the call is in this one. As our referees deciding, taking a good look at this. But once again, the numbers all in favor of Tikas in this ball game. They've taken control of this one since the second quarter onwards. 31 of 78 from the field. And here we go. We
Tikas
have
Kapangan's the challenge was unsuccessful.
Unsuccessful challenge
Offensive
by Coach
foul
Jeff.
on Renzo Victoria.
So it's going to be an offensive foul against Victoria. The drive here. Completo. Again, the lowering of the shoulder by Victoria. No violent reactions by the crowd there on the replay because Victoria lowered his shoulder. Good call by the referees. But Tikas has just out-rebounded the Generals here, 57-42. That is uncommon because usually the Generals dominate the boards. But right now, Tikas just outworking them. Completo. Completo breaks away for the layup. It's a 5-point game. Tikas overcommitting on defense on that one. Left the lane wide open for Completo. That's going to be a foul against Completo on Manalang. That's the 14th foul on Taguig. Again, we're already in crunch time right now. 2:18 remaining, 98-93. Manalang. Ooh, attacks the defense, drops it off. Beautiful play. Victoria making up for that offensive foul with 2 shots or 2 points. And again, courtesy of Jasper Manalang with a highlight pass and no-look assist to Victoria as Tikas builds a 7-point lead back up here in the fourth quarter. Back here in the fourth quarter, 7-point game, 2:12 remaining. Taguig trying to mount a comeback. But Tikas in good position to force a game 5. 100-93 is her score here at the Magalang Gymnasium. So Brabas bringing the ball down. Galoy goes to the MVP, Mayo. Natividad back in the game. Completo. Completo can't find anybody to pass the ball to. Mayo leans in. Mayo, big time shot. Mayo, 22 points and they're within 5. Steal by Mayo. Out to Natividad. Lines up the 3. Would have been big. Galoy gets the offensive board. Back out to Galoy. 2-man game with Mayo. Galoy drives, loses it. Good defense by Bragais. Bragais running. And they can, let's see. They say it's going to be Tikas ball. With this Completo getting into Mayo. And Mayo got the steal. And then they couldn't convert. But they're still within 5. It's a lot of time here if you're a Taguig fan. For Tikas, you gotta score. For guys using time. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Bragais airballs it. Natividad wants to push. Mayo Back to Dan Natividad. Out to Subrabas. Bragais couldn't take it away. Natividad lines it up. No. Rebound by Mayo. Subrabas. Oh! Makes it a 2-point game. The defending champions are not out of this. They're down by just 2. Big time booming triple by Harvey Subrabas. He has 2 big threes here in this fourth quarter. And Taguig is within 2 or scores 100-98. And right now here in the fourth quarter with 59 seconds remaining, Harvey Subrabas has had 2 big 3-pointers. And he also is close to a triple-double here. 9 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists. But Harvey Subrabas with that 3 pulls his team within 2. Tikas, no timeouts remaining. Galoy and Manalang, words for each other here. Things getting heated up. They both get hit with double technicals. Both of them get hit with technicals here. Manalang still wants, they're still complaining. And just like games 1 to 3, this is what we expected. This is what we expected, just like games 1 to 3. Things going down the wire. Manalang and Galoy still against each other. Taguig not yet in the penalty. Galoy almost with a steal. 3, Isidro. No. Taguig basketball. And we can't challenge this. 52 seconds. Taguig with a chance to tie this. Mayo to Subrabas. Chance of defense here by the home crowd. Taguig trying to do a massive comeback here. Mayo attacks, kicks it out. Subrabas! Ball gets tipped. Tikas basketball. Coach Jeff almost fell to his knees if that shot by Subrabas went in. Tikas, no timeouts. Taguig has 2. They don't necessarily need to foul here. They still have time. They have to play good defense. Isidro almost losing it. Isidro loses it! Galoy gets fouled. Galoy will shoot 2 to tie the game. Isidro throwing the ball away. Galoy, the hero of game 3, will head to the free throw line for 2 shots. He needs to make these 2 because shot clock and game clock almost identical, and he misses the first one. So even if he makes this, they will need to foul. But Tikas has no timeouts anyway. Taguig has 2. Galoy makes the second. Substitutions coming in. 1-point game. Again, Taguig will need to foul here. So they bring in their shooters. Let's see. But first they need to inbound the basketball and bring it down court. Taguig is doing a good job on defense here. Let's see if they try to go for the steal first. They will need to foul. They're not fouling. I wonder why Taguig isn't fouling here. And they foul Manalang. Again, that's just No time recognition there for Taguig. But Manalang, a dead shot from the free throw line, needs to shoot 2 here. And Taguig will use one of their last 2 timeouts in this one. Coach Lou, in the face of his team, telling them they needed to foul much earlier and nobody was fouling. And back here to fourth quarter, Jasper Manalang, 16 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists. Actually, he was controlled here in the second half. He already had 13 in the first half, along with 7 rebounds and 5 assists. So he's scored 3 points and 2 assists so far here in the second half. But 2 massive free throws here for Jasper Manalang, biggest ones of the game. And that timeout was trying to freeze him out. We expect Taguig to call a timeout here, whether they make a 3 or not, or make them both free throws or not. Manalang misses the first. So right now, Taguig doesn't even need the 3 on the next play to set it into overtime. Manalang, second free throw, misses, but they get the board, and Victoria puts it in for 2. Biggest play of the game, possibly there by Victoria, grabbing the rebound and putting it for 2. And Taguig will call their final timeout. Look at this. Completo just couldn't box him out, and the ball lands straight to Victoria, and nobody even close. And Victoria makes 2. Manalang missing a rare free throw. And Victoria makes that shot to make it a 3-point game, and Taguig will need to go for a 3 here to try and tie this one and send it to overtime. Renzo Victoria, 13 points, none bigger than those 2. Ladies and gentlemen, we're in for an exciting finish here. Can Taguig force overtime, or will Tikas come away with a victory here? 10.5 seconds to decide this. Will Tikas foul? That is the question. They can also foul here to make it a foul shooting game, and that would favor them because both teams have no timeouts remaining. So let's see what they do here, depending on who catches it. Oh, they're going to choose to just play it out. Tansyoko losing it. And that's going to be a foul on Tansyoko, and Bragais will shoot 2. That's just great defense by Bragais. And Tansyoko couldn't handle the basketball. Look at that. Coco Tansyoko couldn't handle it cleanly. Grabs it. And great hands there by Genmar Bragais. And that's going to be 2 free throws for Genmar Bragais with no timeouts remaining. One free throw can seal the deal here, but Taguig has to go the length of the way. Bragais is trying to deliver a victory to his hometown crowd and makes the first one. Tikas on the verge of forcing a Game 5. Bragais makes both. They have to shoot. Tansyoko almost makes it, and that ends this ball game. As Tikas Kapangan forcing a Game 5, a do-or-die Game 5 for the finals.